Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am bringing you a review that I guess has been a long time coming, or at least my smelling it was a long time coming. And that is Fenty Eau de Parfum. It is one of Rihanna'S fragrances. Well, it's her celebrity affordable perfumes. It's like her Fenty perfume. And I had heard so many conflicting things about this fragrance, and I just had to investigate for myself. So if you want to know my thoughts on this, keep watching. And of course, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I am Limelight Lass, and my channel is primarily about fragrances, and specifically fragrances that are attention grabbing, that get you noticed, because I like to be in the limelight, but not always those types of fragrances. So even if you like more subtle fragrances, I got you. I do a wide variety of fragrances, niche, designer, celebrity, cheapies, all of that. So if you're into that, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. If you end up liking it, it helps my analytics or something of that nature. But anywho, sorry if I seem like haggard and just out of sorts. It was my first day back to work today after my summer vacation. I am a teacher, as many of you know. So yeah, party's over. Back to the grind. And not so much that it was hard to get up early, because I'm one of those people that just gets up early all the time, even when I'm not working. But I don't know, just the whole process of getting ready and going to work and doing things is a whole thing. So anyway, let's get into this review. So a little backstory. So this Fenty Eau de Parfum came out toward the end of 2021. I feel like it was like around the holiday-ish time last year, and it, sold out, I think, rather quickly. It was very hyped up in the YouTube community. And let's be honest, I feel like a lot of YouTube reviewers, got it, fragrance YouTubers, got it promotionally at no cost. And I don't know if that influenced them or not, but what I couldn't figure out was, because I was too late to get in on the first round of ordering because I just couldn't afford to get it or whatever. I just found this big discrepancy between these video reviews from fragrance influencers, and then some of the things I was reading on online reviews. And then I also did see later some YouTube reviews that were not so favorable. But I mean, the span of reactions to this fragrance was just crazy. And if you keep up with the fragrance community, you might know what I'm talking about. But there were people saying it was the most amazing, unique, long-lasting, raving and raving about it. And then there were a bunch of people saying it stinks. It stinks like an old, well, I hate that whole old lady label thing. I have a whole video about that. But there were people saying this smells like an old lady. This smells disgusting, So I'm like, I do not understand. I mean, yes, this is not the only fragrance where there's that's very polarizing, that has a lot of different opinions, but I feel like more so than maybe some other releases, right? So recently, I guess I got an email or something from Fenty saying, hey, we have the samples available. They're $10 and you get a certificate for $10 off a full bottle if you end up purchasing it. So I thought, okay, I was thinking I would kind of like it because I'm into kind of different fragrances. A lot of the complaints about this fragrance were that it was too masculine or too unisex, but I love unisex or masculine leaning fragrances, so I wasn't really worried about that. But I'm going to tell you, so I got my little sample and I was so excited. But I'm going to tell you about a little element of this that I feel like I was not warned about. No one was saying this in the videos anyway that I watched. And I'm still perplexed by it. I have thoughts on this fragrance, okay? But I don't even know if I consider it a final verdict, but I'm going to share my experience and give you some of the info that I feel like maybe you have not heard before about this. So This is a little sample that came. I love this blue. I love the bottle of the actual fragrance. It's brown because Rihanna's favorite color is brown, but it's translucent brown. Sorry, I don't have like a picture of it or anything, but you can see what it looks like, or you probably know what it looks like because it was so hyped up. But it's this beautiful, like ambery brown translucent bottle. I love the look of the bottle. So you can see I used quite a bit because I've worn this like probably 4 or 5 times. Okay, let me spray this. And then I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let me give you the notes of Fenty. So the top notes are blueberry and tangerine. Mid notes are Bulgarian rose, geranium, and magnolia. And then the base notes are musk and patchouli. Now, some people were complaining about patchouli because, of course, you know, there are a lot of different opinions about patchouli. I love patchouli. The blueberry, and I knew it had this blueberry note, and people were saying that part was actually a good part of it. So right off the bat, like I do get blueberry, but it's not, it doesn't smell like, it's not a super gourmand blueberry. And don't get too much of the tangerine. But the first thing I'm going to tell you about this that I don't think I was prepared for, this is an overdose of rose. Like, this is a rose bomb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, if you do not like rose, you will hate this. I'm just going to assume. Although, you know, you're welcome to try it. But I would say if this is quite rosy, like a very pungent rose. So if you do not like rose, just like punching you in the face, I'd say no. Okay. You get a little bit of the patchouli. So, you know, it is a very unusual. So this is what I'll say for it. It really is unique. It does not smell like anything else I have in my collection at all. It has maybe, you know, some people were saying that blueberry note kind of reminded them of Britney Spears' Midnight Fantasy, but this is like if like Midnight Fantasy and like Portrait of a Lady or something somehow got together. But here's the thing that I was not prepared for, and I thought I was maybe going a little crazy, which, you know, I actually am, but that's neither here nor there. I thought, like, am I the only one smelling this? And then I looked at some Fragrantica reviews and realized, no, I'm not the only one smelling this. There is this weird, like, menthol element to this. And I'm like, what is that? That smells almost, it almost is like Vicks Vapor Rub, where it like opens up your nostrils. And so I thought, like, this is strange. I don't remember any videos talking about this. So as I dug deeper into, I didn't just read Fragrantica reviews. I read reviews, I think just like on Google or whatever. And someone said this smells like Carmex. Actually, a couple people said Carmex, that like mentholated lip balm. Some people said it smelled like a cough drop. Some people said it, you know, just smelled like minty. So that was very reassuring because I knew that my nose wasn't broken or anything. So that element is the one thing that like ruins this for me. Ruins as in like prevents me from getting a full bottle of it, because I actually am on board. Yeah, see, I'm on board with this like blueberry patchouli rose. Like, I think it's really cool. It's different. I still say it is unisex. But even with those fruits and the flowers in there, you know, you get some of that geranium. So it is unisex. It is unique. It's different. It's very sensual. But this mentholy, minty, Carmexy element just is, I just don't like that element. Now, it does subside a little bit. And as far as longevity, because that's another complaint about this fragrance, this I can still smell on my skin for several hours, maybe like 6 or 7. But as far as like the time when I can really like smell it, it's projecting and I like know that I'm wearing perfume, maybe just a couple hours with this. And it's weird because every time I've worn this, like I'll get whiffs of myself and I'm like, "Ooh, that smells really good. I smell good." But then this is the conundrum here. It's like by the time that menthol element settles down and like, okay, now I really like it, then it's like pretty much gone. So this is the other issue, the price. So a bottle of this, and there's only, as far as I know, there is one size, and it is $140. Okay, this is a $140 fragrance, which not the most expensive, not, you know, this is not going into like full on niche territory. But when you look at comparable brands, so like, let's say the replica line, right? Mason Margiela, those are about that price, right? But those, most of them, and the ones I've tried anyway, they don't smell funky. They don't have any like weird mintiness to them, and they stick around for a while. I mean, when I wear By the Fireplace, I have no problems with longevity with that, right? That's like comparable price point. I would say if this were a $50 fragrance, maybe even up until, I'd go up to like maybe 60, 70, right? I'd suck it up. Like I'd get it just because I do enjoy. Yeah, like it smells good. It smells good right now. I'd kind of learn to live with that like mentholness in it if it were that price point, but I cannot justify $140 for a fragrance that has this like weird note that is bothering me. So as far as my review, I'm going to give it like the Limelight Last, like 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down, because I love that it's unique. I do love, I like rose fragrances. I like that it's like a little spicy. I like the blueberry element, but I got to give it a thumbs down for that weird menthol situation going on, and the longevity, not that great, and the price, not great. So I'm still, I don't know, like, I don't dislike it. I actually think it's good, but if you're going to pay that much for a fragrance, I don't think that any element of it should be really bothering you that much. And this like mintiness definitely bothers me. So let me know in the comments, have you tried this Fenty perfume? What do you think of it? And if you've smelled it, what do you think of that? Do you get any of that minty element? Let me know. I'm dying to know. And once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you did so. And I'm hoping to get out some more content soon. I know I haven't put much out lately. It's been kind of a crazy time in my life. Very, very busy, but I'm hoping to start easing into more of like the transitional fragrances, fall fragrances, and things like that. So just wanted to give you my thoughts on Fenty, give you fair warning because I feel like I was not warned about these elements of this fragrance. And yeah, let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.